Hi guys, Vechs here. Welcome back to some more Minecraft mapping, and on today's episode we are going to continue work on Poke This Paul. I've been working on this and the mystery project, mostly the mystery project. I was trying to get that one out in time for Christmas, but I have to I've forgotten just how much time it takes to do mapping, uh, and just how time consuming it is. So I need to budget a lot more time for these projects. This project here was supposed to be just make a quick little dungeon for you and Paul to run through. But as you can see, it takes a lot more time than you would think just to make something quick. It would probably have been a lot easier if I had made it into a cave area, and I could have basically quickly skipped a lot of the terrain sculpting. What is this? It looks like a naturally generated cave. Sometimes this happens. Let me address this real fast. Oh, I was working on the mystery project, right? All right. Fill. Well, we want to fill with that light blue clay, and we definitely don't want any noise in there. All right. There we go. Got rid of that. Nobody would ever see that, but I would know it's down there, and that would bug me. What is that? Oh! It's a naturally generated underwater dungeon. Well, that's very interesting. Kind of cool. Okay. Oh. You know, I actually haven't seen one of these in vanilla Minecraft yet. I haven't really encountered one yet. So that's very interesting. Underwater area down here. Well, whatever. Let's try and get rid of it. Bloop. I was supposed to be working on mapping, not cleaning up glitches in Minecraft terrain generation. There. Dang it. You have to plan. When you do mapping, Minecraft seems to fight you sometimes. It'll just randomly generate crap, even though it's not supposed to. And I can't always say why it does it. Maybe an update causes it. Maybe a new patch. And I'm not talking about unmarked chunks that haven't been loaded yet. I'm talking about chunks that have already been loaded. Minecraft will just come back in and regenerate stuff on it. Because why not? We ran into this in a Diabolical Place, Sunburn Islands. We were having some trouble with Minecraft just generating stuff. Anyway, so right here is going to be the big final fortress, and I'd like the crossing to be about here, I think, is where I'd like it. So I think I'm actually going to work backwards, and I'm going to make an area here where I would like the player to come, and then I'll make the bridge to the other side. So like a 17 by 17, I think. And we'll go ahead and sink it down into the terrain. And let's go ahead and use stone block. Stone brick, always a great brick to use when making castles and fortresses. And then the tile inside, because I mean we could just leave it. We could leave it as stone brick, and that would be fine. But it looks a little better if you put a floor tile in here. Now, as for the bridge, I'm thinking 5 by 5. No, I want it to be a little less intimidating. So let's do a 7 by 7 material here. And what we want to do is come in with a 7 by 7. Now let's see if I can do this right. So there's a 7 by 7. And just keeping a straight line here. And Out we go. Wish me luck. I think I should be able to keep this straight. And I kind of want to do a diagonal bridge. Diagonal stuff in Minecraft, I usually don't really do it because it always looks kind of weird. But when you're in MC Edit, it's a lot easier to get a bird's eye view quickly and look at it from a distance and make sure that you're doing it right. And this looks good so far. It's perfectly straight going across, and as long as I don't misclick this. It's one reason I did an odd number. If you do odd numbers, it's much easier to always keep things aligned to the middle. And there we go, we're across. So we have a nice little bridge going across here. I'd kind of like to... I'd like to come in here and fill this in with stone. Like that. I'm not going to put railings on it because where would the fun in that be? It's supposed to try to kill us, right? So why would you need to put railings on it? Like, if it can't kill you, if you can't fall to your death and burn up in the lava below, like, why even bother doing it in the first place, right, guys? Let's rotate this. Alright. Take it down. About right there. Clone. Now, we need to sink it down even further. And then come back up. And I don't like that stuff on top of it. That needs to go. There we go. Now it's exposed. And I think what we can come in here and do is a road. And we'll get a small erode brush. And we'll just erode the cliff here out of the way. Come on, back up. Back it up. Back it up and look natural while you do it. Out of the way. Thank you. Thank you for cooperating. I appreciate that. There, that looks great. Look at that. Just backed right on up and stopped crowding our little platform here. Okay, cool. We have a very unsafe bridge over lava for Paul and I to assault across. And let's go ahead and save our progress. Always have caffeine at hand when you're mapping. This time, though, I'm doing it in the afternoon. The current time is about 4 p.m. my time. 4 p.m. Eastern. It's about, can I do time zones in my head? 4 p.m. Eastern is like, what's that in, I don't know. What's that in, like, Middle Earth time? If it's 4 p.m. Eastern, that's going to be 10 a.m. the next day over in Middle Earth. The land of hobbits and sheep. Shout out to Kiwis. Hi Kiwis. Hi. Yes. Hi. And then the UK would be 6 hours. 10 p.m. or no 9. Oh, I don't know. Is it 5 hours ahead? I think at 4 it's going to be 9 over in the land of tea and crumpets. let's see. So while I was talking about time zones, I was sitting here thinking about how I wanted to do this, and I think I'd like to do maybe a staircase down would look kind of cool. Um, how did I handle this here? It sits perfectly in line. Oh, right. Yes, okay. So this here needs to come up one block. No, don't deselect it, don't deselect it, don't deselect it, don't deselect it. It's as soon as I click, no, click off. I want the original damn it. I'm gonna make dejected Vechs noises. Okay, let's try this again, this time without the oops. Let's see, that wasn't so hard. You can do this, Vechs. You can make Minecraft maps. And then this just follows out. As you do. As you do. Bloop, like that. And then do this. I want to get to work on the staircase. I want to hurry up and finish this a little bit. So we've got our dam here with a little arc. I think a real dam would also lean backwards and have the arc here, like the Hoover Dam, for example. But I don't have the time or patience to try to make a slow curving arc both backwards and inwards at the same time in Minecraft. I just no. I can't be bothered. I'll be happy with one curve like that. So now we need to get our. So when the dam ends, it switches back to the andesite path with. Yeah. Okay. So we need the andesite path coming down. I'm almost wondering if this would be better to do in Minecraft or not. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. What I do know, though, is that I want staircases coming down. And we will have staircases coming down. Now, import stone stairs. Stairs. Stone brick. So here we have our stairs. Now the rotate seems to be broken. Yeah, I hit E and nothing happens. Yeah, the rotate is broken. You have to click the button in this build. I don't know what's up with that. Let's just sink the stairs down in there. Import. Nudge, 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 wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Clone the stairs back in here. There we go. We've got some stairs coming down to a landing. So this is kind of cool. Just like little areas here that come down. Now, how did I do? I want to make sure the architectural style matches the first platform over here. Yeah, it's andesite, and I used stone stairs, and then I used andesite floor tiles. Okay, so I need to come. I'll go ahead and just do it and get it done all with stone brick. But to make the architectural style match up, I need to come back and do the flooring with the andesite to make it look right. Which will be, I'm pretty sure I can do that super duper simple and fast. It'll be fine. So then let's see. Let's import that stair schematic. Very handy to have something like that pre-built. And then you can just kind of mess with it as you need to. I'm going to put the stairs here. And I think I'd kind of like them 4 wide. More beefier looking stairs here. Beef? Beef? Now I think right here I could come in. I almost want to try eroding a path. What would it look like if I did this? Actually, kind of nice. This kind of helps me here. Let me do this a few times. And erode the path that I want to make. Yeah, ooh, yeah, yes, that made it a little smoother here. Okay, that was cool. That was a good thing to do. So we're gonna fill. We're gonna get that back down to 1 block thick, and we're gonna make a path. And we're gonna fill it with. We want a square shape here, and basically just gonna make a path up here. And we'll come back in and do the same kind of road we did before with the tiles. Okay, and it's going to go this way. Oop, I fell off. And we're going to start climbing this way. Remember to leave at least 2 spaces. Has to be at least 2. And come on up here. There we go. We can come in Minecraft and get our floors done here. Make it look all nice and purty. It looks so purty. Actually, wait a minute. No, this bit right here would not be andesite. And neither would that actually right there. Or these 2 blocks. Because they're going to end up being stone brick. Like that. As the dam turns back into the normal style path here. So it comes down and then stair step. And I actually might not have to hop into Minecraft to do this. I think I could do this all in MC Edit. So I'm going to come over here, grab a sample of that. I could have found it in the list, but just give me an excuse to fly around. All right, come over, meow. And we want to just put, no, whoa, what's going on? Undo that, sir, rude. That is not how we do things right now. I do not want my ground all messed up. I like my ground. It's good ground. Okay. Now, I think this map is coming along pretty nice so far, but and I like the light blue clay as the base block. It looks good, I think. It feels a little empty, and I need to go in and add some detail. And I think I have just the thing. I was thinking of. I'm gonna make like this species of obsidian and mixed wood, like very hardy looking lava tree kind of thing. You'll just have to see what I mean. Ooh, okay. So there we go. We got a path going down. Looks great. All right, there we go. The path for the assault has been set, and now we need to decorate the large open areas. I mean, there's nothing bad. They don't look bad. And I kind of like terrain like this sometimes because when you look at it, it's relaxing to look at because the more detail you send to the human eye, the more work your brain has to do to take it in. And that's why uh, simplicity sometimes in the terrain is nice because it lets the player subconsciously relax when they look at it. Like you don't have to take in so much detail. That's why I like playing some retro games because they're less visually stimulating, and sometimes the visual stimulation of modern day graphics that try to attempt photorealism, uh, eh, you know, it kind of tires me out sometimes. Um, the best example I can think of a game like Skyrim with all the graphics set to max, and think of trying to find a sword that you really wanted that was on an enemy, and you killed the enemy, and the sword dropped into the grass somewhere, and the sword is now somewhere, dropped amongst trees, grass, rocks, and all this other visual clutter, and it's kind of a when you go to look for it, it's kind of stressful because there's so much stuff to sort through. Whereas compare to in Minecraft when you kill an enemy and some loot drops and it's just there hovering in midair, spinning around, and it's very clear what it is and where it is. Or think about in Legend of Zelda for Super Nintendo, A Link to the Past, when you kill something and it's just bright green grass, and then there's a heart or a ruby just sitting there in the grass, and it pops out and it's very clear, and there's no clutter. Um, yeah, so that's what kind of what I'm talking about, visual overstimulation. Mhm. If you've ever played a modern shooter with very detailed environments and you have a hard time picking out a distant person coming up because there's so much stuff to look at and look through that you have a hard time spotting somebody. I kind of wonder if sometimes that was the appeal of the DE Dust and DE Dust 2 uh, maps in Counter Strike. Is that because the maps themselves had a very neutral, gentle tan texture to most of the walls, and both teams' characters popped out very easily and were very clear and easy to see uh, against those textures. And there was very little clutter. There was just a barrel, a crate every now and then, uh, and even the clutter was it was a very simple geometric object. It wasn't like a pile of trash or something. It was basically a cylinder or a cube. Um, yeah. So anyway, I'm just talking about design theory now. Don't mind me. All right. Well, we've got our path built, and I was gonna start working on the vegetation, but I think I'll leave that for next episode because I went on that little rant about simplicity in design and over visual stimulation. But yeah, if tell you what, I'm kind of curious. Do you know what I'm talking about, or are you just sitting there with like a blank expression on your face, thinking, I have no idea what this guy's talking about? Have you ever played a game where the visuals were felt very cluttered to the point where it made it less enjoyable to pick out objects from the game environment? Um, yeah. Yeah, just curious because I can think of a lot of examples. Um, any kind of hack and slash game, where you have to spot the physical item on the ground, and like for example, a torchlight, um, Diablo, Titan Quest. Uh, there's a bunch of other games that copy the exact same formula. I've forgotten their names, but any of those where an item falls on the ground and it doesn't have a text over it to tell you where it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Um, Especially with all the clutter and bodies from all the enemies you fight. That's why in Diablo 3 when I play, I always have the text for all the items. I have that always showing. That never goes away from me because I love that. And in Diablo 3, they also made legendaries that show up on the minimap, just so you can't possibly miss them. And they also have this giant orange glowing pillar coming out of them. Uh, Borderlands also mitigated that because the really good items also have a pillar of light coming off of them when they drop when you get near them. If it's not light, then it's like a pillar of color on your user interface when you get near them. I don't remember if it's which one it is, but anyway. All right, so I've rambled long enough. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about and if you've experienced it as well. And I'll see you guys next episode where I go and start making some vegetation because there's lots of empty space and I'd like to put some stuff in it. And I have some ideas on how to do that. All right, you guys have a wonderful day and thank you very much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Until then, take it easy.